What's up, guys? This is Terrifies, of course. I'm sure you already knew that. I'm sure you guys remember me roughly 2 weeks ago making a video, posting it, saying that I think the dark times are finally over because I would be starting a new job at Fielddale in Cornelia thanks to a staffing agency called Watergate. That dream's dead. That's right. Well, in my last video, I had mentioned that I had orientation the week before. I had called them a few times because they were supposed to call me. They didn't. You know, about a start date. That Monday, I had called and I was told that she would call me back. So I finally called the staffing lady that Friday after not hearing anything all week. Basically, all she could say was, "It doesn't look like you got the job." That was it. She didn't even tell me why. I thought staffing agencies were supposed to help you out with that kind of stuff. So many of my friends had talked up these staffing agencies saying that you have a better chance of getting a job through them, but in my experience, that's not the case. This is the second staffing agency that basically wasted my time. The first one was back in April. It was Axiom Staffing, location over in Flowery Branch. I went up there, had a little interview, they had told me that they would call me the next week or whatever, but that never happened. When I called them myself, all I could get was blown off with like a rude attitude, like they did not want to help. And the same thing has happened again, like a couple weeks later. No, something changed. I'm totally convinced that all of these employers, they check my work history because so many people have told me that they check my social media, so why wouldn't they check my work history? I mean, that's just as important, if not probably more important. I believe that, things ended badly at Aldi Warehouse in January, that the supervisors and managers have all been talking shit about me. I mean, that's the only thing I can think of because I've had multiple close calls. There have been many jobs that other friends have easily gotten that have given me the middle finger, and it's not like I'm underqualified. I mean, my friends are no more qualified than I am. I mean, and they got it, so they just don't like me. I guess I have all these things. I mean, there's really nothing to convince me otherwise. I mean, it's the coworkers. I mean, those were all. I mean, I missed the job. I do. It was a great job. I mean, if it wasn't for that Corey girl, I think I'd still be there. I do. I mean, I really wish I'd done things differently because the last year and a half now is like totally insane because 7 months later, after losing my job, I'm still unemployed. I mean, it was my second really close call, First one was last month. I was the AutoZone distribution center. They also gave me the middle finger. So like I said, I think there seems to be a switch that gets flipped because they always like decide at the last minute or whatever, or just they've all been cruel to me. So these last 7 months have been absolutely just frustrating. Like, my bills are piling up. My expenses are piling up because I haven't been able to pay my bills in the past. I'm in debt. I mean, and it's really been stressing me out because time keeps going by and I can't do anything. I've fought so hard to get my life back on track, but thanks to my actions, I've been definitely screwed. I was absolutely miserable early last year. Just keep in mind, I still had my gym membership. There were multiple things in my life that are now gone, including people that I cared about. And I was really unhappy then. Not because of Walmart, but because I was so financially screwed that I couldn't do anything except go to work and still barely even scrape by, let alone achieve any goals that I had. I was miserable. And now, things are worse. I mean, in the last 7 months, honestly, the last 7 months have been, honestly, the loneliest stretch that I've had since I was a teenager. I just felt straight up alone. The thing is, I'm an introvert, so usually I hang out with people that I'm forced to come into contact with, like coworkers or whatever. Usually that works pretty well. I don't have anyone right now. Sometimes I'll spend a lot of my time at Walmart in between dashes just to kill time and stay out of the heat and see the people that I care about. But other than that, I really don't. Social media is all I have as far as human contact. It really is. That's why I stress so much about engagement. And believe it or not, I'm better about it than I was a couple of years ago. That was a lot worse. But anyway, that's it. And Honestly, something happened 2 months ago that made me feel even more alone. I got betrayed by someone that I've been friends with for over 5 years. This one was so different because she really did such a good job. She did such a good job playing the supportive friend role. This friend, Erica Case, people need to know what kind of person she is. She spent years playing the supportive friend role. When you say things like, I will always support you, you don't have to worry about me stabbing you in the back, that kind of stuff. Oh, and you and I think alike, so much alike, and it breaks my heart to see you struggle the way you do. See, when you say things like that multiple times, I tend to believe that, and that's what she did. She lied to me because, she decided to ghost me over something so petty. She didn't tell me how she was feeling, she just did it. I told her how I felt about ghosting, and she knew exactly how miserable I was, so she thought that was the perfect opportunity. I wish I'd never met her. I hate to say that. I hate to talk badly about people. I wanted to say good things about her. I wanted to say I was wrong. We made up. She came to her senses. No, she didn't. She was a liar. She's the kind of person that will pretend to be someone's friend when it's convenient for her. She will tell them everything that she knows they want to hear. As soon as they become the slightest inconvenience for her, she will toss them out like used condoms. She had no problem hurting me. I think she does this stuff to cope with her own unhappiness. She knew how unhappy I was. She was unhappy. She thought that making me feel absolutely miserable to the point of potentially killing myself, she thought that would help with her own depression. I'm sure she's thinking to herself, now it's time to find my next victim. I feel bad for her boyfriend, and it's only a matter of time before she destroys him. She's a horrible person. She's proof that even the seemingly most genuine people out there are fake as hell. She deserves to be miserable right now. She is the reason that I will never allow myself to trust anyone again. I will not do it. No more. People have told me to focus on myself. That's what I'm trying to do, job-wise. I cannot let myself trust anyone again. I'm better off just staying distant and detached. I wish I could just not like people at all. I can't take any more hurt. I can't. This one hurt the worst, and it's been 2 months and it's still hurting. And I thought that getting the new job would help me heal. That didn't happen. I never got the job. I'm still flat broke. I'm still spending most of my time door dashing. And 2 months ago, I did a wedding. Shot a wedding, which I thought I could take on editing all those pictures to perfection with my phone because I didn't have a computer since early last year. I was wrong. It's really hard to work on multiple pictures at a time on a phone. Because my phone keeps getting hot and slowing down, and apps would crash sometimes, that kind of stuff. Or I'd run out of space. And then when I took up door dashing, it's like I had almost no time to myself. And by the time I got home, I was so burnt out, I just wanted to do my own thing. She did finally get the pictures, but for the most part, I just processed the raw images. I shoot in RAW, so I had to process my pictures to some extent. I wasn't able to give them the perfect final touches. I didn't have the time or the technology to do it efficiently. I feel so bad about it, and I can't do that again, at least until I have a computer. Honestly, if it weren't for the fact that I couldn't afford a paycheck, I would totally go back to Walmart. I miss the coworkers, and I miss what I did. It's not that I don't want to go back. The one thing holding me back, money. And I spent almost a decade of my life being content with barely making any money. I can't do that anymore. I'm ready to move forward. I gotta have something financially sustainable so I can finally achieve my goals, not worry about people, not worry about anything else. I can't waste any more time. It's my turn to be happy. And seriously, I have tried so hard in the last 7 months to get my life back on track. People tell me not to live in the past, but it's really hard not to when the past is better in every conceivable way. I miss being happy. I miss traveling, at least some. I can deal with not living the great life I lived in 2023, where I was able to travel all the time because I was working at SK Battery. I'd be happy if I can achieve at least some of my goals, as opposed to achieving none of them. I haven't been to the gym in 6 months because I haven't been able to pay my bill. It kept accumulating up until June to close to 200 when I think they finally canceled it. Now, even if I had money kind of afraid to go back there because I don't think they'll let me, or whatever. It's just super awkward. I'm out of shape. The things that I took for granted early last year, they're gone. And I've lost so many people that I cared about. I've just been so alone. Yeah, I feel like I've reached a dead end in life. 3 years ago, I had just come back from a trip in Pennsylvania and West Virginia. 3-day trip. It was a great trip. And I'd come home, I'd gone back to work, and I was starting to plan my fall treks, which were epic. This does. Forward to now, the most exciting thing that I've done this whole summer was turning a few random songs into Metallica songs, like Black Hole Sun, Let It Go, by Def Leppard, a few other songs. That's it. That's the most exciting thing I've done. Other than that, I've been absolutely miserable. And DoorDash has been my only distraction. Like, I've gone through many rough patches in the past, and I've dealt with a lot of loss. But the difference now, like in the last year and a half, I've gained absolutely nothing. Like, nothing good has come out of the last year and a half. That's why I'm beating myself up over it, because if I had done things differently, things would be so much better now. And now I've reached a dead end. Like, I would love to just go back to the beginning of last year, do everything differently, fresh with a clean slate, but no. And I really, the fact that I'm 35 and I'm far less certain of my future in the next decade as opposed to 10 years ago, that's terrifying. Like, I should know where I'm going. I should know what I'm going to be doing. I wish I knew. I don't. I'm just not very smart, apparently. Yeah, with all that said, I hope you guys have a great night or a great day. Depends on when I get this video posted. It'll take a while. Anyway, have a good one.